Cheers! Hey! Welcome back to Brew on the Rocks. Episode 13, I think. I'm joined by Owen.
What's up?
Nate.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
What up? Look at me through the glass.
Evan.
I'm in a snow globe.
And Harry.
Hey.
A man of little words.
Yeah. So we're not doing video for this one just because it causes.
Really?
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, because
what about the beginning with my glass? I thought it was
that didn't play to
the best
anybody.
I've booked for a podcast.
Just because Facebook calls and recording at the same time causes the video to slow down a ton. So, just figure why deal with it at all. We'll figure it out at some point.
The viewers want this content.
Well, the viewers will not be able to view. But Evan, I believe you said you had something you wanted to talk about, so I'll just toss it to you.
I do, yeah. And I want to thank Nate for this because he mentioned how smelly I can be, which made me think, of this. I want to know your guys' skincare routine.
I think this is going to be very short.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a very short conversation.
Like how little do you do, or how much do you do?
All right. Before we jump into this, let's all do a vote to see who has the. Or let's put us in a scale, right? Evan, Owen, Harry, me, Jacob, and let's see who has the longest skin routine, like more the longest
has the most.
Oh, I thought we were about to rank each other's skin.
No, that's the next one. We'll do that next time. That's the follow-up. Okay, wait. So, are we including like beard trimming in this, or like
I think
hair?
it's just is it face or skin?
Skin.
So just skin. Okay.
Skin.
Just skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Evan brought it up, so he must have.
Evan, you go first. What's your ranking?
What's my ranking? I think I probably have the second longest. I actually think either.
We can talk about other folks too,
gonna
right?
have the. Yeah. Okay. So it's gonna go Owen, me, Jacob, Nate, Harry.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now, what is that based off of?
I think. I don't know. I think Owen because. I think you're dating Maddie, and I think she is very knowledgeable.
I think you're dating Maddie.
I think I'm dating Maddie too, but
But I feel like, I don't know. I just think you have really good skin, man. And I think Maddie probably helps that. So yeah. And then I know my skin routine, and then I think Harry, yeah.
Yeah.
But and I mean that in like a good way. And then Jacob and Nate.
No, you gotta elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like Harry, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think part of your, image or persona is to give off this kind of like laissez-faire-ness with like a sense of like dirty, but also like not like nasty dirty.
Pure of heart.
Harry.
Yeah, just riding a fine line.
Yeah.
Riding that fine
You're just like
line.
riding that line. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my rankings.
There you go.
Yeah. No.
I think I generally agree with your ranking, although I'm not sure that I would put myself number one. I might put Nate up a little higher, I don't. So I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't rank each other, but
That's
after
true.
Evan did it, I feel bad now that you've done it. But I like, man, skincare. I used to do a lot because I had pretty good acne in high school, but like I used all kinds of different like what is it? Salicylic acid, something like that. No, that's no. Actually, yeah, if we're including that, no, okay. Yeah, and then like all kinds of like I had like Clinique like face scrub and I had different washcloths and stuff. But now I don't have it. I like use like the bar of soap in the shower and then I give myself a little face scrub. Although you're right about Maddie influencing my daily routine, because if I do go over there, I will use her face wash stuff and
Camper.
Yeah, exactly. So
nice. Now, real question here for loyal listeners: do we think that, and Harry might be able to answer this, that Xander spends time with his skincare on his face, right?
You know what? I think he does.
I think so too, but I don't know. Yeah. Harry might know the insider deets.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would know just as well as you guys would know about each other, because you guys have lived together.
That's true.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, he's not, like, overly working on it. It's not like he has a long routine, but he definitely tries to wash his face a good amount.
I see. So if I rub my face with a dill pickle, or does that
As
count?
we all should.
I feel like vinegar is pretty good, right? Maybe. And like,
I do. Probably would help.
It's a cucumber, right?
Here's a confession. I do rub, I do put apple cider vinegar on my skin. That's like a shower cleanser. So yes, actually, Nate, yeah,
wow,
you should rub pickles all over your face. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jacob, do you do that?
What, the vinegar or apple cider vinegar?
Sure, yeah.
Because the answer is no to both.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, my routine is I get in the shower, I get my Dove for Men body wash, and I rub my face, and that's about it.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dove for Men.
Yeah. It's my go-to.
Wow.
Just because it's name brand and easy.
Hey, remember when we left the house and there was that like canvas bag of like soaps and stuff, and everybody was like, "Oh, I thought that was yours," and they're like, "No, I thought it was yours." Like we didn't know who it was, and we figured out it was Cameron's, right?
Oh.
That he had left in the house from the first semester. So I ended up taking that home.
Did you?
And yeah, I was like, and we're like running out of soap because we're not like going out to the store to get anything.
Sure.
And I mean, now you can. It's you can get like bar soap at TJ's, but so I was like, oh, I should use up this soap, and it's all Dove and Axe. I was like, oh man, okay, like it was just like
he starts breaking out.
Body wash. Yeah, right.
Anti-skincare.
But I was like, oh, like holy crap, like this is Cameron's like. It was like his routine, and I was like, oh man, I don't know actually if I really want to use this. Like it was just like it was a little weird.
Yeah, you like just jumped in the shower with him right there.
Yeah, right. That's effectively what that experience was.
Did we all tell me if anyone else experienced this? But through middle school and like early high school, I went through that like Axe like everything phase.
You got to, man.
Right? Like, I even brought, like, the little, like, spray can, like, with me to school, just to, like, occasionally run to the bathroom and just, like, like, spray back out. Oh, yeah.
That was awful.
Wait, you spray it, like, over your head?
Oh, I mean, like, I just did, like, a little, like, circle. Just
it's to keep everyone away.
It's
repellent.
Did you spray a little cloud and then walk through it?
I treated it like perfume, right? Like, I just, like... And then, I was good. I smelled great after that.
Now I kind of want to just like, instead of carrying around pepper spray, you just have a mini thing of Axe and see if that has the same effect.
Yeah, seriously.
If you have a lighter, then it's double the effect. Oh man, did your school, like middle school, ever get like Axe bombed? I remember. Yeah, one time.
It was just like the locker rooms.
Yeah, locker rooms. Oh man, there are two occasions in middle school for me. So we used to have these locker rooms that were like, they were like converted like attic space in this building. Like they were really pretty poor locker room area. So they were like, all the walls and ceilings were all concrete, and there was like very little ventilation in there. Perfect for a locker room. And but like nobody used it enough. It never smelled bad like a locker room smell, because like it was a middle school locker room, so it only ever got used for gym class. But it did smell horribly of Axe. And oh man, there was one time, I forget if it was like before or after the gym class, somebody was like putting on Axe spray, and then like a fight broke out, and these kids were just like, "That fuck you!" like started spraying Axe at each other. And then they were like running all around up and down this locker room, just like dousing the entire place in Axe. And it like, oh my god, it was, you couldn't even fucking breathe. It was insane.
My experience with Axe bombs is you stab the bottom of the can and toss it into a room and then hold the door closed.
Yeah, or a rubber band around the like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind
Those
of
are some
schools did you guys
memories.
go to?
Jesus.
Just that scent, right?
But-
Just that scent can bring back horrid memories of middle school.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Or even like,
Anyways,
my high school didn't have like a stage, so we did our musicals at the middle school gym, and they were right next door.
Nice.
And so we all had to change in the boys' locker room. That was our whatever you call it. So fun times.
Oh.
I'm sure the girls hated
That's
it.
rough. I know. I mean, you got to think that like that there are equally cringy stories from the girls' locker room, but at the same time, I just like, how could anything be like? I feel bad. Like, middle school boys and the Axe, like,
Yeah. I was never super like, I never had a specific Axe phase. I just like, my parents would get us like the Axe body wash that wasn't like the stereotypical like scent or Axe deodorant or whatever, but it was the roll-on instead of the spray.
Sure.
So
yeah.
I think I was always
Start
a little
rolling that on
aware
your
of that.
face.
Yeah. Just
Wait,
stripe
we
it on.
never got to hear what Evan's routine was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Evan
It's
got
Axe
so
body
excited,
spray.
and then I derailed
Well, yeah. So
his Axe body.
this whole thing has been a promo for Axe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
right. Sponsor us.
Testing how we would
that'd be
react.
great.
Rutabaga on the rocks.
So I get in, I do, and I have like 2 like soap bars, one for body and one for shampoo. So I do those, and then I do apple cider vinegar, and it like burns at first, but that's good.
But that means you're doing your
How
job.
much do you use?
Hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
It's not.
Stomach acid.
I don't know, like enough to just cover the body, you know.
Does it work?
Are you using like
That's a very vague
a
term.
loofah?
No. I do like in the hand, and then
Doesn't it like? It's like pretty liquid. It's not like a gel though, right?
no. It's
It
like
just slides right off.
Yeah. So
No.
you have to like keep pouring,
No.
like just like. Glug, 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 glug.
Do you turn
Pour
the
it all
water
over your
off while
body.
you're doing this? Yeah.
sorry.
Do you turn the water off in your shower while you're doing this?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes
Interesting.
I can do it fast enough. I just and then just like shower right there. But yeah.
Interesting. Do you feel a difference? Do you feel invigorated?
No.
If you're not saying yes, then why the hell are you doing this?
Well, apparently, it's like it's supposed to be a natural remedy for psoriasis or just like for dry skin.
That's right. That's right.
And like, yeah, it works. You know. what, right? You know, would I use it alone by itself? No. So I do that, and then there's this like coconut oil like thing that I do, and I just like face and hands and chest.
You're doing the vinegar first or the oil first, and how does that work out for you?
You never do
vinegar
oil
first.
Right.
Yeah.
No. And I don't want to. I've done it before where I haven't really washed the vinegar off like that well, so it just smells like a salad like the whole day. That sucks.
Smelling like a salad. Oh man.
Dude, you smell like a salad. Brings him back to middle school.
Oh my god, dude, he smells like a salad. Everybody.
Oh, sorry. Is there more to your process?
No, that's it. But like, could you imagine like taking a bottle of apple cider vinegar into like a middle school locker room, just being like, "Sorry guys, this is what I do," and then just like douse yourself in that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
We never did like. I don't think I ever took a shower in a middle school locker room.
Me neither.
I don't even think I
after
ever
sports?
like. No.
Not middle school. Not me either. Actually, just high school maybe.
Yeah, barely in high school, maybe once or twice. Because the other thing is, I always had. I don't know. Afternoon sports, I would just go home and take a shower at home. I wouldn't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, that's not true. I took a CrossFit class in my senior year of high school, and it was like there was no avoiding getting sweaty. Oh man, do you guys remember that in school gym? There would be like there's three types of kids, right? There's the kids who are like unathletic. I don't want to be here. Fucking just kill me now. Get me out of this shit. Like I don't want to like throw balls at other kids, right?
Right.
Then there's like in a similar vein, then there's like the super athletes, the people who are like, I do athletics in my own time. I don't want to be here either.
Right.
And so both those groups are like, just like barely moving, not running, trying to do the least effort possible because neither one of them wants to get sweaty, right?
Yeah.
But then there's like the mildly athletic kids who actually really, really enjoy gym and are like really fucking into it. And so they're like running around and whipping balls at other kids and stuff, right? So they're like just going ham. Oh man, I always towed the line between I'd be like get super into it and really want to like go for it, and then I'd start to get a little sweaty and I'd be like, oh shit, like I can't. Okay, wait. Like slow down. Like
be cool.
Yeah. Cool. Because like you really wanted to like play and like run around, but then you'd start to get sweaty and be like, oh, I gotta wear these clothes and I don't want to take a shower. Like I don't have an extra set. Like
swamp ass.
Yeah, no swamp ass.
What was your guys' favorite gym sport?
In gym class?
Yeah.
Tough question.
Yeah, there were some good ones.
I mean, I didn't have to do gym in high school, so
lucky.
I mean, middle school, I feel like it's always dodgeball. Like that's the age where you just like, yeah, every day should be dodgeball day.
That's
Dodgeball
right.
is awesome.
No.
Yeah.
I
I was a
don't
fan
know.
of flicker football,
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
and then whenever we had volleyball, I was able to
Volleyball's
go
fun.
Yeah.
slightly harder than the rest of the people and just bullshit and have fun.
Yeah, well, volleyball's one of those that you don't, if like you can just stand there, and then when it's your time to spike it, it's like time to be super athletic, right?
Yeah.
And then you hardly hit the top of the net. Yeah, so volleyball was a good one. That and badminton,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Any racket sports?
any racket
Killed
sports, because you can just stand there all the time, right?
You know, we
Or
actually
you
did
College
actually did.
athlete.
tennis in my middle school gym, and it was hilarious because the gym teacher wasn't even that good at tennis. So there was like a couple kids that like, and we were like actually tennis players, so we would like be like, all right, time for gym class. And we're like, can we bring in our own rackets? Like, and he'd be like, all right, you guys just go to your own court. You guys could go play, do whatever you want, and then everybody else would have to like do the lessons. So we basically just get the period off, and we could just like play tennis the way we wanted. It's kind of funny.
That's fun.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I did tennis
We got
lessons
lucky,
like
though.
one summer, like the end of middle school,
Yeah.
and then we stopped for
What'd
whatever
you think?
reason. But I liked it. I liked tennis.
Hey, by the way, if we're in Maine or anywhere, if anybody wants free tennis lesson, gotcha.
Dude, right on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a desire, but you know.
Any
I'm
tennis
already
courts
trained,
here?
so
Yeah.
Only
I'll
time
be
I have to
practicing.
break a racket.
Yeah.
You'd break the
Yeah.
racket.
Yeah.
I want to be a
They're
John
actually-
McEnroe for once in my life.
Yeah.
Oh man. If you ever, they're actually pretty tough to break. You have to be really angry and like really smash it against the ground. Seeing that happen though in like a high school tennis match, and some kid like, you know, Jared just got really mad, and I don't know, I'm just making up a name.
Sounds like a Jared.
And
move.
like you hear some kid like raging like 2 courts down. You kind of look over, and then he'd be like crack, 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 and they make a loud noise when they break because it's like carbon fiber breaking. So it's like this big like really sharp, loud crack. Man, it was a scary moment seeing some other kid just lose his mind. Like, it was worse though to see parents like get mad at each other.
Parents in sports are insane.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I was gonna say,
truly
you have
insane.
any?
I have some good stories, both because I was a little league umpire for a while, right? And so I have some good stories there. But the most prolific story was actually when I was watching a high school lacrosse game when I was a senior in high school. So the whole baseball team would go watch the lacrosse games every once in a while. And these parents from a neighboring school district, we had a really good lacrosse team. And this team, this school district team, was also really good. They were fighting for spots in like the final sectionals or whatever. And these dads, these lacrosse parents' dads, were going apeshit. Like they were jumping up and down. Think of like a 4-year-old having a temper tantrum for 45 minutes straight, but it's much bigger and louder. And that's exactly what I was watching. And I was like, how can you do this? Like, what? This is like embarrassing for me, who is nowhere, not even associated with you, sitting on the same side of the bleachers as you, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
In sports are like religion and politics. They should never be together, but they always are.
Yeah.
Oh my. What about you? Any of you guys?
I'm trying to think back. The one story that comes to mind doesn't like from just like encounters with parents in sports wasn't necessarily with the parents. It was just scarring as a middle schooler. I had a travel team soccer game, but it was at home, and like I got out of the car and I started walking to the field, and there are these 2 families. One had this huge, I think it was a German Shepherd maybe, and there was also just this small terrier, and the small terrier like wasn't on the leash yet, and was just like, hey, I'm gonna go say hi to this other dog. And the other dog just picked it up in its mouth and started like whipping around. And I was,
Oh my.
as a 12-year-old or whatever, I was terrified. The dog ended up being fine, but it was, I was like, I can't go out and play right now. Are you serious?
Wow.
So that's what comes to mind.
I can't go out and play. I've been scarred.
How do you expect me to act normal?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
I don't think I ever like had those moments because the only teams that I played for were like the 2 worst teams at my school. So like,
I feel you, dude.
so like if we did, so like the bar was pretty low already, and if we ever did anything good, it was like woo,
Yeah.
Just happy to be here.
yeah.
Oh man,
that's funny.
I mean, what about you? You played football, Harry. What about you? I feel like that's got to be the most intense parent-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully for most of the games, the parents are far enough away, and like no one's allowed on the field.
Sure.
At least for Huntington games, that parents weren't like that involved during sporting events, other than the coach. I think it was my junior and senior year for the Huntington football team, was also the father of a freshman my senior year. And,
who started and was QB.
Yeah, right.
Our starting quarterback got injured. He put in his freshman son, who should have been playing for the 9th grade junior high team. He was like, "No, we're moving him up. We're putting him in," and so there was a fair bit of like nepotism. Oh, also in Pee Wee, there were awards given at the end of the year, and there were 3 awards for like best overall player, best offensive, and best defensive player. And the father
he won all 3.
The father of each of the kids was a coach, and so all 3 awards went to different kids of coaches, and all 3 fathers gave the awards to their sons.
Nice.
Man, that's
the politics of Pee Wee football.
I know, right?
It's like
it's all about
so
networking.
Blatant, though.
Yeah.
No.
Like, imagine being that kid. Just be like, "Oh yeah, thanks, Dad. Like, I'm totally the best." Like,
I wasn't expecting this at all. Thanks.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you ever,
Sorry, now continue. I'll hold up after this.
Harry? Did you ever have an experience in somewhere in football? I don't know why. I just think of football and I think of this, but like, where there was like just some like huge mismatch in the amount, like the like size of one of the kids. Like, there was some kid who was like, you know, like just like got growth spurts early or something, and just was like plowing through kids, and like, you know, they're just like, "All right, just give Jordan the ball and he's just gonna run to the end zone. Nobody can tackle him."
In Pee Wee, there was a weight limit for anybody that wasn't a lineman.
Oh wow.
So that was sort of avoided, but there were plenty of teams where like we were crossing our fingers that kids would come in overweight before the game. Like, they had to be weighed in.
Oh my
People
god.
on the line would have to be weighed in to see if they could play running back that day, or if they'd have
Like
to play
wrestling. That's crazy.
Wow.
And so we had those situations. But then, like, in high school, I was 135 pounds and I played linebacker.
You weighed as much as the ball.
With the giants that would come and try to block me and stuff. So that was always a good time.
I was gonna
man.
say, after Owen asked it, I was wondering if you had any, if that was you, you know, put in that position where there's a 200-pound guy running at you. That makes all the difference.
The reason I played linebacker was because I was willing to take a hit.
Yeah.
And so I could still run to the place I was supposed to be and just get demolished. But that would mean that occupied that lineman for like a half a second it took, which would help my other teammates.
I can just picture this. Harry does the route or wherever, runs to this spot, gets clocked, but the big lineman falls down as well, and takes him half a second, 2 seconds to get up with his belly. Harry's on the ground like this. Poor guy. Poor guy. I love it.
Just a little bit of foam coming out the mouth.
Does the other guy have rabies?
Yeah, no,
Guys,
I played against raccoons.
Guys, I'm so sorry to leave this nice moment, but there's food ready. So
No worries.
no.
All right.
No worries. We'll see you later. I'm glad we got to hear your routine of your
Yeah.
your
good.
soda and
we
Mentos.
got
your
the
Coke and
important
Mentos.
stuff out of you.
Yeah. I'm so glad I got that off my chest. Thank you guys.
It's good. I'm gonna dump
Literally
apple cider
ever.
vinegar on my head now
Yeah.
every morning.
Bathe.
It,
Might not be
Bathe
good
in
for
it.
your hair.
I'm gonna smell like a salad dressing.
it's it's not worth it, but I would try it. Bye, guys.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right, see you, Evan.
All right, well, now we can say
Back
what
on
we
the
really
topic.
think.
But back on the topic of skincare, I think Evan was probably right in putting me last because, one, I think I've washed my face twice in my entire life.
I feel you.
The other day, Karis, also known on this podcast as Beep, tweeted the fact that she had to like teach me how to wash my face so that we could do one of those nose strips. So I didn't know you had to like wet your face before you put the soap on.
I caught that. I caught that subtweet, dude. I knew she was talking about you.
Yeah.
But then also I don't ever like use soap directly on my face, like in the shower or anything. I just figure that the conditioner or shampoo I put in my hair will make its way there on the way down while I'm rinsing.
Soap used directly on the forehead.
I did.
See, now, Evan said something about using a bar of soap on his head. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there shampoo in bar form?
I think that exists.
Oh, we have to remember he's across the pond.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
might do that there.
I mean, I think I remember them having pretty much similar hair products. But maybe,
I've never
bar.
put a bar of soap on my head.
I've
I
heard
just
of that.
don't-
I mean,
I
I've
just don't
done
use
it in
bars.
desperation.
Oh, you don't use bars?
Yeah. I don't know. I just never we never had like bars of soap at home, and I find it more natural to just squeeze soap. Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
I'm glad.
That's
That's
funny,
more
'cause
natural.
I'm way more comfortable using a bar of soap. So I've actually used a bar of soap as like a budget shampoo in a pinch.
Yeah. I mean, hiking, when I go tenting,
Yeah.
or last time I did, you bring the bar of soap and you use it for everything.
It's handy.
Brush
Super
your
handy.
teeth.
I forgot. I do
Gonna gloss over that
now.
one.
Maybe not that.
I do.
That
now
is
have
like-
to- Sorry, go ahead.
That is like marketing for men, though. The 5-in-1 body wash, shampoo,
Yeah.
dish detergent, toothpaste,
Beard oil.
beard
Yeah.
oil.
I feel like I know of a lot of people who make their own natural soap.
Yeah.
It's supposed to it's their toothpaste as well as can clean their sink.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
No, I know. My mother is one who does that.
It's just so man, I just don't what could you possibly use on your teeth? What could you use to clean the sink that then you put in your mouth? I don't know. It just makes. But I guess obviously they're all just, there's just soap.
Oils and extracts of stuff that either taste good or taste bad, but do the same thing. I'm sure you could wash your desk with toothpaste if you added enough water and scrubbing. Right?
Yeah, it'd probably get pretty sparkling clean too.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Funny.
Jacob, you were about to dive into something intellectual and
Oh, for sure.
informative.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say recently, I forgot I have had to do the slightest bit more skincare because I don't know if you guys remember last year. The same thing is happening, just same thing this time last year, where the changing of the seasons caused my knuckles to just get super dried out. And so if I don't use lotion, then it starts to crack and it looks like I'm just constantly getting into fist fights.
I feel you. That happens to me too, and it happens more often now to me that I've been doing the dishes. And that hot water is drying out my skin.
Yeah, same. As I've been washing my hands a lot, and even more than I used to before, because of the virus and everything.
Yeah.
And I get the same thing. I also lotion now more frequently, but in high school I used to get it it was the worst. I'd be playing tennis and because the season would start in March. So you'd be outside and like your knuckles would just be like splitting and it's I don't it's a weird combination of washing your hands and then like dry air and I don't know.
Sorry to hear that, Jacob.
Yeah,
Sounds like
whatever.
a tough time.
Yeah.
You know what's really great?
Emotionally.
Before you go to bed, put a little put a little Vaseline on there.
Yeah. You
Like
can do it
what?
with your lips too.
Yeah, wash your hands and make sure they're nice and like hydrated, because there's that moment after you wash your hands, right, where they're like super hydrated and then they dry out, right? So like get them nice and hydrated and then put the Vaseline on, and it'll kind of like keep it in overnight, and then the next day you'll like have gained back some ground. Like
Yeah.
Interesting.
It won't be as dry the next day.
I would do that with my lips.
Yeah, and then right, exactly, same thing for your lips, and then like do like regular lotion during the day, but at night use a Vaseline.
Nice.
I got the most
There you go.
interesting smelling lotion here, because Winter has all the lotion, and so I've got
Nice.
like pumpkin spice latte ginger cream, and then I put on my hands, and it just reeks all day.
Oh man, that's funny.
I
can imagine that.
Yeah, it's all the lotion that her kids gave her for presents. You know, like her,
Ah.
her students. So like we're loaded on hand soap and all this stuff that just smells like cookies and hot chocolate and seasonal like apple cider and all this stuff. Like, oh my
That's
goodness!
funny.
The dog wants to bite my hand off. She thinks it's a candy bar.
Starts licking it like.
Yeah.
Mopsy's been acting weird lately. I don't know what she's gotten into.
Mm-hmm. She has started eating the lotion. In all honesty, she was chewing on the lotion. It was coming out. So I don't. So far, she's fine, but
dogs.
yeah, we'll see.
That's funny.
Anybody else have anything other than skincare?
I think we ran the gamut.
Yeah. It's funny. I feel
Yeah.
like we do like every episode we have a random like tidbit, like, oh, you should be doing this, and, like the Vaseline thing is the one for this time.
Yeah, there's your hot pro tip.
Yeah.
Hot
Hot pro.
Nice.
Something else. I don't know. Yeah.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should have like a little jingle. Like, I don't know.
The editor's gonna have to put that in. Put a little more.
Advice from the Brew Crew.
That's exactly. Get that sound clip.
Yeah.
You just their tip.
Do you know like the old like radio DJ like they'd have like the background singers doing like the little harmonic like
Oh yeah.
Magic 106.7 like that kind of like,
We got to
and then
do
there
one
would be
of those.
like the best and they're all kinds of like sound effects and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
We should have that. That
Yeah.
would be really funny.
We got to do one of those is written into it's either Little Shop of Horrors or Bye Bye Birdie. I think it's Little Shop of Horrors. But so like we all got to do that, and it's just like
Nice.
this cool harmonic thing.
Well, hey, we have a barbershop quartet. We
do.
should just like record a little jingle.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
really
I mean,
funny.
let's try to push away as many listeners as possible right from the beginning. Just like axe, let's get the axe and just spray it virtually. That's
Easy.
what it is.
Easy.
The virtual axe.
Rutabaga on the rocks. Wow. Welcome to the Axe Body Spray sponsored podcast.
Find us on YouTube. Click that subscribe button and the little bell for notifications
Ring
when
that
we go
bell.
live.
Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. What is going on, guys? It's your boy.
That should be our first
Back
episode.
with another hot new reaction video for y'all.
I
And I've
love
been
it.
seeing in the comments. You've been sending me this one, so we got to do it.
I think that's great. I think we found our talent.
Yeah. Our calling.
And Our calling, yeah.
Perfect.
I'm glad that we could end on that note.
Yeah, there you go. Set it up for next time.
Yeah.
That's for next
Crazy how like obnoxiously what am I trying to say? How common those like kind of YouTube personality, like how they're so similar across all genres.
It's a stereotype, yeah.
Ah, man, but it's so true. Like it's like how many channels start with like, what is good, guys? It's your boy Skinny Penis. Like
I think they could have picked a different name, maybe.
What's the other one? The meme one. It's like, welcome back. How's it going? It's your boy White Privilege or something like that. I forget what they're. Never mind.
Well, those are
There's a lot
great
of them,
options for us to open with now.
Those are so ubiquitous, though.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, next time, hopefully, we can do our Y-Men commentary that we promised.
Did we tease that last time? Because we can tease it this time.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. We're double teasing.
Yeah.
We're good at that. That's all we do is tease stuff we never come back to.
It's true. We've just had problems getting everybody together at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of these days, it'll happen.
People just aren't committing enough to our audience.
Yeah. And I'm super excited to do that, too.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't watched it. I'm excited to, ask you guys what you thought of things or answer questions of what you guys thought. I hope we can get other Evan to be there, too, since he wasn't even part of the whole process. I love to see for his perspective.
And I'm going to... Go ahead, Harry.
He was also a big part of like starting the direction of Sharkstank Redemption.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like he knows film.
Man, I gotta pull that back out. That's a story for another podcast.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also gonna try to get my brother and Maddie on because they've both watched it.
Yes.
Nice.
I really happy birthday to your brother.
Yeah,
I'll let him know.
We couldn't all get together for that, but send him my best wishes.
I will. Yeah. It'll be great to have him on, and because he also, both of them actually have questions for you, Jacob, and then they want to kind of talk about how it was made and talk about the movie, the meaning of it and all that.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be it. I'm real excited for that. So we'll figure it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Owen, you want to close us out?
Right. All right. Well, this has been Brewed Bang on the Rocks. Thank you guys for listening, and catch you next time.